Alright, E3 just happened. What's good? Alright, we got Memba, we got Jake. Pinstripe flaked out on us because he's a coward.
Yeah,
Alright,
he's a little bitch.
Jake, you gonna say anything? You freaking passed out.
No.
God, what is it? It's 12:48 my time. It's almost 4 in the morning for Memba, but we gotta do this shit. Anyways, E3 just happened. We're gonna
Fuck
talk about
you.
We're gonna talk about the conferences in order. We're gonna talk about how we felt about each one and the event overall. Blah blah blah. You already know how this goes. Anyways, EA. So, actually, should we just talk about how we all felt about E3 and then call it a video?
Fuck you.
Mm, I think we can talk about the conferences.
All right, you want to do them in order, just how we feel about each.
Let's do it in order. Why not?
All right, so EA's conference, they started with, let's see, they showed off Anthem, but even though it was barely, like, they showed a trailer and then went right to NBA Live 18, which you already know nobody cares about now because of 2K and their awful last release. They showed off FIFA, Madden, Need for Speed Payback, which I wasn't interested in because it just looks like every other Need for Speed game that came out since like 2010, and A Way Out, unless I said that already. And half the conference was Battlefront 2. We're showing off gameplay.
That was pretty much it.
It looked a lot better than 1 in my opinion, but I feel like the battle points are gonna somehow ruin the game with some sort of microtransaction. But like, other than that, the conference was okay, but that was it for me. Just okay. I wasn't like super interested in anything besides like Anthem, and I didn't really get to see any gameplay of that till Microsoft's conference.
Yeah, I wasn't that interested in EA's conference. They didn't. Did they? No, it didn't. What conference showed off? Oh wait, no, that was Microsoft. Never mind. But yeah, like EA, like one thing I was really interested in EA was like Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
And Need for Speed. I mean, I like Need for Speed, but it didn't really catch my interest that much, to be honest. It was just kind of just looked like another Need for Speed game.
Jake.
I think he's gone.
Oh my god, this freaking Jake.
I hear ya.
Then why are you not responding?
I don't know.
How do you feel about EA?
I never watched EA.
Yeah, you did.
EA was the one I didn't watch.
Alright, well, they revealed Anthem, Battlefront 2, A Way Out, FIFA 18, FIFA for the Switch, Madden 18, NBA Live 18, and Need for Speed Payback. Are you interested in any of these?
Enough at least.
What?
Not enough at least.
You're cutting out, Jake.
Not enough at least.
Alright. Gotta remember you got a noise gate on your thing. Anyways, who was after EA? Microsoft, right? Yeah,
No,
okay.
Bethesda.
No, it was Microsoft. Anyways, let's just talk about the exclusives they revealed, because they revealed a lot of games that weren't exclusives. They showed off the Xbox One X, which is going to be the most powerful console, but they lied and said 4K 60 FPS uncompromised, but instead we're getting Forza, which apparently will be 4K 60. I don't believe that, especially after they just announced Assassin's Creed won't be native 4K and it won't even be 60 FPS. 4K Minecraft, which it'll have crossplay with everything except the PS4, because they gotta be like that. Crackdown 3, which is gonna be 30 FPS. Sea of Thieves, which I don't care about, and I don't think anybody cares about. And State of Decay 2. State of Decay 2 looked cool, but the games that I was interested in were multi-plats, not exclusives. How do you feel about these, member? Or how do you feel about the
Um,
conference?
initially, or not initially, but when I was watching the conference, I thought that Microsoft did a really good job because they literally showed nothing
But games.
but games.
Yeah, we were like,
But
wow.
and that was great and everything because that's what E3 is supposed to be.
Yeah.
But looking back on it now, like they didn't like a lot of those games that they showed weren't exclusives to the Xbox.
Yeah.
So I kind of have to like I kind of have to, you know, I gotta criticize that a bit because for me because usually when I'm watching Microsoft conference like for these past like however so many years I've never been excited during a Microsoft conference at all, but this conference actually got me excited because they were showing games that I was interested. What was that other game? I think you're missing a game that they showed.
Oh yeah, dude,
The
there were a lot
Darwin
of games.
Project.
Yeah, that wasn't an exclusive, I think. 'Cause
Yeah, it's
the list I'm looking at just showed it's just showing the exclusives.
yeah, but
They revealed a
but
lot of stuff.
yeah, but they didn't reveal as many things as I thought that were going to be for their own console.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of a shame, but they did something right. They showed us gameplay and they showed us a ton of games, so that was good. Any exclusive that I'm excited for from Microsoft, I don't remember what's an exclusive and what isn't an exclusive in their conference, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
like
what were the
Forza,
exclusives?
Forza Crackdown. I think State of Decay. Uh, what else was exclusive? Uh, oh, Sea of Thieves and Minecraft isn't really an exclusive. Microsoft just owns it.
Oh yeah, and Minecraft is going Unity Plat now, with the exception of the PS4.
Yeah.
So if you own Minecraft on pretty much any platform from like an Android or like an iPhone, Xbox One, PC, Nintendo Switch, anything like that, like you're gonna be able to play with people across platforms. So that's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
But Crackdown 3 is pretty much like the only thing I'm interested in when it comes to exclusives from Microsoft.
Yeah.
And that's really it. But they're gonna have backwards compatibility for original Xbox games for the Xbox One S
Yeah.
or the One X.
Yeah, that's enough for me to buy a One X. To be honest, I'll pay for it just so I could slip Jet Set Radio Future in there and play it in an upscaled resolution.
Which means I'm gonna have to find a copy of Jet Set Radio Future, which is gonna probably go for like however much. It's crazy. Whatever. I'll do it. Jet Set Radio Future is a must play.
Jake, how do you feel about Microsoft's conference? Jake.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's falling asleep, dude.
Jake. Oh my.
Hold on. Jake.
Oh, but I got this. This scrub head.
What?
Oh my, Jake. Jake.
Yeah,
How did
Yeah,
you feel about Microsoft's conference?
it was pretty good. I don't know. I don't have the same opinion as UKE because all the conferences sort of kind of sucked.
Well, they didn't suck. They were just okay.
But
But
I
then
don't know,
again,
man. Fuck this whole conference.
but then again,
Fuck
like,
this
then again, like, but no, I see what you mean. Like, the conferences just being okay is not okay. 'Cause
Like,
this is E3. Like, we're supposed to be seeing new stuff. We're supposed to be getting hyped for new products. Most of this conference was just like stuff being shown from like last year and a few new things just being announced with no gameplay.
just done with
Yeah.
this shitty E3.
But yeah, like, so you just didn't like Microsoft's. You
I
weren't
am, like,
interested in
it-
anything.
I mean, I was interested, but I didn't really like anybody's E3 presentation.
Oh my God.
I mean, Sony is my homeboys, and they fucked up.
You
Yeah,
love-
they got fucked in the ass by someone or something like that.
You love how they showed off a car during the Microsoft conference.
Oh yeah, that was like, what are we, a car show now?
Love it. But yeah, on to Bethesda, the worst conference out of all of them. Absolute garbage. Uh, so they showed off VR Fallout 4 and VR Doom. I was about to say Fallout Doom. A cringy esports trailer for Quake Champions. Skyrim for the Switch, that was cool. You can get Link's armor in the game if you put the amiibo on there. The Evil Within 2 and Wolfenstein 2, and they announced the Creators Club, which is pretty much paid mods. That, like, I don't know why they announced that during E3, like people would get excited. So that was such a dumb move on their end. Like the PC Master Race wasn't having it, and I think console gamers will accept it though. But, how do you guys feel about Bethesda?
Dude, I didn't like their conference at all.
It was garbage.
I didn't like it. Like, how long was it?
Like, but I don't remember. I have to check my channel. I think it was like 40 minutes or something, maybe.
Dude,
even less.
they really didn't show anything I was interested in, and they had like, and I feel like they pretty much confirmed that they're not gonna make an Elder Scrolls 6 with the Creation Club thing.
They're just gonna keep milking these Skyrim and Fallout 4. They're just gonna keep milking them with mods and stuff.
I'm not saying I'm tired of Skyrim, because I think Skyrim's great and everything, but just like, can I get another Elder Scrolls game? Like,
Yeah.
Skyrim came out in 2011, dude.
It did. And yeah, we still don't have another Elder Scrolls. Anyways, Jake,
I don't care about like anything.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't really
say
care about the
that.
Fallout stuff.
What'd you
So,
say,
like, just
Jay?
like Fallout VR.
I didn't watch Bethesda, but I hear it was fucking trash.
Yeah, it was garbage.
Pay for mods, KD.
Anyways, on to Ubisoft, probably the best conference next to.
No, I gotta disagree with that.
What? What do you mean you gotta disagree? What was just as good or better than Ubisoft?
They pulled that shady ass shit.
I said what was better than Ubisoft or Nintendo? Or what
I
was
don't know.
what was just as good as Ubisoft or better?
Clearly, Bethesda was the best.
Shut up, Jake. Anyways, Ubisoft, they showed Beyond Good and Evil 2, even though they told people they weren't getting it. Mario X Rabbids, just actually looks cool, tactical RPG. But I remember people were saying the Rabbids make them not want to get the game. Like they feel like it's not a good crossover for Mario to be with Rabbids. Assassin's Creed Origins, which will not be 4K or 60 FPS, is going to be 30 upscaled 4K. Showed a little bit of gameplay from Far Cry 5. It was cool. Showed Skull and Bones, which looks like what Sea of Thieves should have been. It looks more interesting than Sea of Thieves.
It does.
The Crew 2, which is pretty much Diddy Kong Racing with real cars, boats, and planes. South Park: The Fractured Butthole, showed more of that, and Phone Destroyer, the mobile game. Starlink: Battle for Atlas, which I think is a Switch game. Wait, when did they announce Rayman Legends Definitive Edition?
What are you talking? What?
I didn't see that.
Rayman Legends Definitive Edition?
Yeah, apparently they announced that. I didn't see that. And another game called Steep. Jake,
Wow.
did you hear about that?
You?
No,
The game
apparently they
Steep?
announced Rayman Legends Definitive Edition for the Switch.
Oh yeah, I heard about that stupid fucking shit. Like, I don't know, dude.
How
I
is it
don't
gonna
know.
be the definitive edition?
I don't know.
Yeah, I also think the Rabbids look dumb in Mario X Rabbids, but it's not gonna stop me from getting the game. Yeah, what do you think of Ubisoft, man?
I mean, I didn't get to see too much on it, but cause I wasn't here, but Um, I don't really know too much about Ubisoft stuff. Did they show Assassin's Creed Origins like at the Ubisoft
Yeah,
conference?
they did. They showed some more gameplay. I guess at the end of it. Um,
Well,
yeah, like I was surprised when I saw the crew too. It looks like the, the theme is gonna be just like Americanized motor vehicles. That's a pretty big change in theme from the first one, where you were like part of a gang and like you had to get revenge on the dude that killed your brother by working your way up the ranks of the gang. So that's a weird change in pace. I thought they were gonna continue that storyline, but I'll still play the game because I don't know. A lot of people said it was a disappointment, but I played it and I thought that was one of the best racing games I've ever played. Like even when I played it by myself, I loved playing the game, and playing it with friends just makes it way better than it already was, in my opinion. Far Cry 5, it looks really cool. I'll probably get Far Cry 5. I don't think Jake should get Far Cry 5 because he got the Easter egg ending for 4, so that doesn't count, and he technically didn't beat it. Anyways, yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Jake didn't watch you. Oh, I forgot they showed off Just Dance, but who cares about that, right?
yeah, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
God. Anyways, on to the most disappointing conference. Freaking Sony.
Sony.
Like, what the hell was Sony?
Sony's conference was trash.
It was
What the
trash.
fuck was that?
Like,
Yo, Mem's getting that fishing game though.
yeah, VR.
Yeah,
fishing.
exactly what I've been waiting for, dude. Final
Yeah,
Fantasy 15 fishing VR, dude.
Watch us get Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Fishing Edition.
You
Well,
love how they
let's
started out
go.
with DLC, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, and freaking
I don't care
some
about
Horizon
Uncharted.
Zero Dawn DLC.
Just let it end, dude. Let Uncharted end. Jesus Christ, dude.
God.
I'm so done with Uncharted.
Showed some
Did
gameplay
they-
from Days Gone. It was pretty alright, in my opinion. But you know, I'm not that big on zombie games. The only thing I thought that was cool was that you could actually lead zombies to people by making noise. Showed
Whatever.
off. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They showed off some other VR stuff, but I don't really care about the VR
Yeah,
stuff.
who cares about that? Freaking God of War. They showed off God of War. It looked cool.
Yeah, I'll play that.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be like The Last of Us, where they use the kid to get you more emotionally attached to the story.
Oh yeah.
People be like, "Oh my God, God of War is one of the greatest games." I'm looking forward to that. I just wish it wasn't 30 frames, because God of War is normally 60, so I don't know what's going on there. Insomniac's version of Spider-Man looks really cool. I can't wait. Oh yeah, that was so dumb. They showed off Spider-Man as the last game for the conference. Like, what kind of garbage? That was
that was dumb.
It was like, where was The Last of Us 2?
They didn't show anything on The Last of Us 2
Yeah, that was
or Last of Us Part 2,
It's
whatever.
disgusting. They showed off Detroit Becoming Human. I'm really interested in that game. They showed Gran Turismo Sport and Undertale on the pre-show. Like, Gran Turismo is more understandable, but you know how hype people would have gotten if they saw Undertale on the main stage and they saw it was coming to consoles? Like, these people are so out of touch. It's disgusting.
Yeah, seriously.
But then again, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I don't understand why they wasted people's time with Final Fantasy 15 fishing VR when they could have showed Kingdom Hearts 3, or they could have showed the Final Fantasy 7 remake or whatever they were supposed to be, but like they're supposed to be working. Well, not Sony in particular, but I mean like Square Enix. But like, you know, like I don't know what Square is doing. Why did they show that? It's like, who cares about that, dude?
I know, right?
Waste of time. But whatever.
Yeah, man, like, the Sony's conference was so disappointing. And if Bethesda hadn't shown up, I would have automatically just deemed their conference the worst.
And they showed Call of Duty World at War 2.
Yeah.
or World War II or whatever. They showed that at Sony's conference.
Yeah, World War II is actually looking good, but you know it's not an exclusive, so I don't
Yeah.
care. Show a trailer for Destiny 2 with barely any gameplay. Like I don't
Yeah,
care about
yeah. I was like,
Destiny
what the
2.
heck is up with that? Like,
Like from the gameplay I've seen, it just looks like the same game. I don't care. I'm not interested in Destiny anymore. But you know, apparently Sony intentionally had a crappy conference to save all their good stuff for the PlayStation Expo, which isn't, you know, for a while. That's
yeah, it's not
that's
until
trash.
December.
That's trash. We're not gonna get to see their good stuff till freaking December. And then they're probably trying to hype people up right when the games are about to come out so they'll get more sales. But like if they were gonna do this, they shouldn't have even had a conference, to be honest.
Hmm.
Anyways, Jake, how do you feel?
Can you just let Uncharted like end, please?
Yeah, they
Give it
said
its
this
proper
is the
ending.
last thing.
I don't believe them.
Yeah, they could be lying. There's too much money there. Unless
I
they
don't
really
trust.
want to focus on The Last of Us.
I don't trust Naughty Dog one bit, dude.
Jake. Jake.
Can you stop falling
Dude,
asleep?
how did you feel about Sony?
Fuck that. Up the
You don't
ass.
want that Uncharted DLC?
Fuck everything about that. Conference.
But did you hear what I said just a few minutes ago? How Sony intentionally held their good stuff back for the PlayStation Expo?
When even is that?
According to Memba, not for like 6 months.
Yeah, the PlayStation Expo was in December of last year. So we're not
Okay.
gonna get that until December this year. That's literally like 6 months away.
So like fuck Sony extra hard for that.
So what they're gonna show? Well, no, they can't show Kingdom Hearts because Kingdom Hearts isn't an exclusive anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Can't show that.
they didn't stop that. That didn't stop them from showing Destiny. They might have the marketing
Yeah.
rights for it.
That's true. They also showed Life is Strange, the Life is Strange prequel.
Oh yeah, before the storm.
Showed us. So people that like Life is Strange, they'll probably pick that up.
Yeah.
What else? Oh yeah, no Jack 4, but you know, they're not gonna show that.
I love Sony, man.
I should just make like, where the heck is Sly 5, dude?
I don't know. They
Maybe
probably
they're not. They're probably not gonna show anything on that until like they make the movie.
either that or they're probably like it didn't. Thieves in Time didn't sell well enough. You're not making another game.
But you can't just end the series like that. What the heck?
Yeah, dude, Sony doesn't care, dude. If a game doesn't sell that well, they probably won't re-release it. Especially in this day and age, like it's too costly.
Decent Time was a great game.
It was.
Jeez.
I'll finish it one of these days. I think. Not to say it's a bad game, I just didn't finish it. There's a lot of games to play.
I have a lot of games I need to finish.
But yeah, let's move on to probably either tying with Ubisoft to be the winners or the sole winner, Nintendo. Now, people, they needed to calm down with Nintendo because they said just because they revealed Metroid Prime 4 that they won.
No,
Kind of garbage. There was no gameplay.
no, they literally showed us the title of the game.
Just because
That
they
was
said
it.
there's a main Pokemon RPG game coming to the Switch, they're saying they automatically won. No, they didn't. They didn't
No.
show gameplay. They showed us what? Kirby. It looks the same as the other Kirby game. Yoshi looks the same as the other Yoshi game. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That was cool. Freaking Breath of the Wild DLC. That was kind of interesting.
We already knew that was coming too. Though.
Yeah, they showed more Mario X Rabbids. They showed Splatoon 2, and they showed ARMS, stuff we already knew that was coming out. And they showed
They also showed
gameplay.
Skyrim for the Switch.
Yeah, and it's 60 FPS, unlike on the
Yeah.
PS4 and Xbox. That's crazy.
Um,
And then it showed more gameplay for Super Mario Odyssey, which made the game look a lot more interesting.
yeah, that game looks really interesting. Actually, I'm probably gonna pick that up.
Yeah.
Mario can use his hat to uh control like enemies and like other AI and other inanimate stuff around the world. So that's pretty cool. And you
Yeah.
don't collect stars in this game
You
like
can
how you
even
did in
take
like
over
all the other
people.
Mario games. Yeah, and cars. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
You don't collect stars in this game like you do in the other Mario games. You collect
Yeah.
moons. So and like it looks pretty. It looks seemingly open world.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be really cool. And then they showed the Metroid 2 remake on the
At the
treehouse,
treehouse. So after the presentation was over,
and they showed Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga remastered at the
I
treehouse.
I just looked at that trailer. It looks like a completely new game.
Yeah, dude. Like, I like the
It
way
looks like a
Nintendo
completely new.
remasters stuff because they actually add new stuff.
Yeah. It looks like a completely new. They're using the art style from the Dream Team game, but like it's still like Superstar Saga doesn't like this looks like a completely new game,
Yeah. Can't
which is
wait,
cool.
dude.
So I'm gonna pick that up. Yeah, and Metroid 2 Return of Samus is gonna be on the 3DS. It is a Metroid 2 remake from the original Metroid 2 on the game. I think it was like Game Boy Color or something like that. That was probably like out of like the mainline Metroid game. That was probably the only one I never finished. I'm also a huge Metroid fan for people that don't know. Like that was probably the only Metroid game I never finished just because I had no idea where to go. And I always got lost, so I never finished it. But yeah, Metroid Prime 4 is super cool. Can't wait to play that. What I really wanted was like a mainline Metroid game. Well, I guess Prime is a mainline, but like I wanted like the retro style like Metroid game on the Switch, but whatever. I got Prime 4. Prime 4 is still good. Prime games are fun. So I can't wait to play that. Um and I guess that's oh, we never talked about like some of the other stuff that Microsoft showed.
But
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 I
the
know they're not
other.
exclusive. I know they're not exclusives, but like there were like some cool games that they showed
Oh
at their
yeah, yeah,
conference.
yeah. Yeah, they did. There was the
Um,
Darwin Project, freaking.
yeah, the Darwin project looks super interesting. I still don't know what it's about, but it looks really cool.
Oh yeah, and how could we not talk about DBZ though? That was the highlight of E3 for me.
Yeah, seriously, oh my god, it looked better than I thought.
Yeah.
It looks just like an anime video game.
I
Like that's
forgot
literally what it is.
that made me forget Sony revealed the story demo thing for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite at their
Yeah,
conference.
yeah, dude. Marvel. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. But like Dragon Ball Fighters Z or whatever, that game looks amazing. Like apparently they're only like 20% done with the game.
Really?
That game looks like ridiculously good.
It does.
And I watched a whole bunch of videos on like how the mechanics work and everything. Like it's an actual competitive fighting game
Yeah.
that Dragon Ball should have had for the longest time.
I know, right?
And this is how you're gonna bring in more casual players. This is how you're gonna bring in just like more players in general because you're using a popular title as Dragon Ball
Yeah.
and you're making a fighting game out of it. So not only are Dragon Ball like casual players gonna come into it, but you're gonna get way more fighting game players coming. You're gonna get like two different like kinds of people coming to play this game.
Did you see the sales spike for Revelator 2 that happened after DBZ got announced?
Really?
Yeah,
That's great.
a lot more people are buying the game on PC now.
That's good. Arc System Works is doing a good job right now, and they're challenging freaking Capcom really hard
Yeah.
with this, dude. Because Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is not looking good right now, and I've seen a whole bunch of like gameplay and like breakdowns and stuff on that game. Like the gameplay itself looks like a Marvel game, but what
Yeah.
the issue is that like the graphics are like subpar. The character models look like crap,
Yeah.
and it's just like everything. It doesn't look polished, and everything just looks like it's been thrown together. Like if you look at that, if you look at how the characters play in that game, it just looks like they just ripped it, like with Chris Redfield, Dante, um, Captain America, Hulk, Nova, and even Zero. Like, it just looks like they just ripped their movesets straight from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and we just tweaked it a little bit. You know, it's just like Dante doesn't look interesting to me. Like he does not look that interesting to me, and I love Dante. Dante's part of my main team in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You know, or an Ultimate. Like I said, like the gameplay itself looks fine. It's just for like everything else about it that makes it a game, like you know, the graphics and just like how the characters look like in the cinematics or whatever. I don't know anything about content because it didn't say anything about like single player content or anything, like what content they're gonna add, but like all that other stuff looks really bad and it looks like a PS2 game or like a mobile game or whatever. Like it's not looking good, dude. And like, and people saw that at E3 and they saw Dragon Ball Fighters. Which one do you think people are gonna gravitate more to? Dragon Ball Fighters. Like that game looks way more appealing for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite right now. It's sad because we finally get a Marvel title that people have been asking for, and it looks just.
On top of that,
and the roster size is like 20-something characters, and the characters themselves that are in the game are like most of them are like not interesting.
Yeah, Christ, man. Bring Phoenix right back. The leak said the Monster Hunter dude was supposed to be in the game. What happened to that?
I'm pretty sure it didn't reveal all the characters that are on the roster yet. But I know for me, Zero's in the game. I'm happy about that. I like Zero. I'm gonna have my Mega Man X and Zero team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play as Sigma, which means I'm gonna have to buy the DLC. Actually, I don't want to buy the DLC.
Oh.
I don't. They're already announcing DLC. The game's not even out yet, dude. We don't even know all the characters that are gonna be on the main roster. Like, I hate that stuff, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not interested in most of the cast.
I'm literally only gonna play as like, I'm gonna have like 4 characters to play. I'm gonna have X, Zero, Sigma, Spider-Man if he's in there, which he probably is, and like Venom. That's 5 characters. I need one more to have a team of 3 or 3 teams. But like, that game is looking really rough for that game right now. It's looking really rough for Capcom, dude.
Yeah.
They might lose like their main player base.
Yeah, man, they're just going downhill, man. It's ridiculous. How much money do they not have? It's like, Jesus Christ, Capcom. You're milking the crap out of the fan base and it's still not enough?
And what sucks is that like some people are like people are defending or just like defending everything about the game.
And there's people
As
begging for Super Street Fighter 5. I'm like you want this disaster to keep going, man?
It's freaking. I don't know. Like I love Marvel vs. Capcom. I really do, but like it's not. I hate to say it, but it's just not looking good. Like it's not. It really isn't. And it pains me to say it because I feel like Marvel vs. Capcom is one of those like titles that's supposed to like, you know, make people's dreams come true. Like, you know, you have like your favorite characters from like Capcom and Marvel, you know, you put them together and you create an identity within the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, because like you have like your own team, and then within that team you have your own combos, your own setups, and all that stuff that, you know, you can show off to people. But like, where's the characters? Where's the appealing characters? Where's the fan favorites? You know what I mean? Where are the X-Men characters? I know the X-Men characters aren't there because, you know, they want to promote the movies or whatever, but like still, like, come on. if the roster was bigger, I would have wish for some X-Men characters, but
Yeah,
alright.
yeah, there were
Uh,
a lot of other third-party games that were shown at the conference that I can't freaking
Yep.
remember off the tip of my freaking
I
tongue.
think one of them was Code Vein
Oh yeah, Code Vein, the
from the
JRPG, right?
from the Microsoft conference. Yeah.
Yeah, they look like fire. Oh yeah, they showed that Black Desert was coming to consoles.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Right.
Freaking. What else was there? Sorry,
Oh, can we talk about how we're getting a Shadow of the Colossus remaster?
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever,
oh yeah.
or like remake.
I actually am looking forward to that.
It's
It's
I
what?
don't know how to fit. I think it's cool that we're getting like a remaster or the original Shadow of the Colossus.
I just wish they had done it properly during the PS3 era, because during the PS3 era, it was just like an upscaled game.
Yeah, like for people who don't know, Shadow of the Colossus was already re-released on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
For people that don't know, like the
You
game was
didn't buy
originally
it
a
then.
PlayStation 2 game. Yeah, I don't have it either. But like the game was originally a PlayStation 2 game, and then they released an upscaled version of it on the PS3,
Yeah.
and now they're re-releasing it again. But I think it's like an actual remaster this time.
Yeah, it's a legit remaster this time, but they're probably not gonna add anything,
Yeah, they're probably not.
or they might make
But-
the game easier.
Mm,
About to have all that hand holding and mess.
Jeez, dude, that's all this generation of gaming is like. This easy access.
A for awesome.
Yeah, you just. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the phrase I'm looking for? You're like. You're opening the. You're opening up the door for more easy access stuff, which I guess isn't bad. You know,
But it's
more
just
people are gonna it's gonna be accessible to more people. So.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just been getting plain ridiculous to the point where
Yeah.
Marvel Infinite, they changed the input for a Dragon Punch.
To down.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
There was no need for that. I understand the ease of use, making it accessible for everyone, while
Yeah.
still trying to have that high like skill cap ceiling or whatever. But like,
Plus, there
seriously,
was a shortcut. There was a shortcut. Down right.
there's a shortcut, like, but I don't know, dude. It's just they had they had the auto combos. They had the auto combos, by just mashing square. They got the easy hyper combos, and now sure you like Dragon Punch motions are now down motions in Marvel vs. Capcom. Whatever. I mean, more ease of use. You're
At least-
lowering the execution barrier.
At least they only get access to one super, right?
Yeah, they get access to one super with the easy hyper combos and the auto combos. It's the same combo every single time. So
Yeah, and it's not that good.
yeah, it's not that great.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, that's not the only game that's doing something like that. Persona's been doing that for a long time, like the auto combos
Mhm.
and then whatever. Blaze Blue has stylish mode.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom. Did Marvel vs. Capcom? No, Marvel 3 didn't have that. No, wait, no, they had
yeah,
simple
they did. Yeah, they had simple mode.
simple mode. So I mean, this isn't the first time people that you're showing this. So
Yeah.
hey, man.
But overall, if I could rate E3, I'd say it's like a C minus D, or like C minus D plus.
That's sad.
Leaning more towards C minus. Yeah, like E3 is just getting worse every year, and especially since it was open to the public media, like the media said, it was hard for them to get anything done because all the fans getting mixed in. Plus, it's harder for people to play games. It's just, man. And plus, with Sony intentionally holding their good stuff back for for their expo, it's just E3 is a joke. Now, I feel like the only thing for me to look forward to at E3 is Nintendo's conference. Because it's
Yeah.
like, even though they don't show gameplay, at least I know I'm gonna hear or see something new.
hmm
But with these other companies, they're just showing most of the same stuff they've already shown. Now, Nintendo did that too, but it wasn't most of their stuff. It was just like a tiny bit of it. But like with Sony and Microsoft, it's just stuff we've heard about or seen for like the longest. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, with Microsoft's conference, when they showed off Metro Exodus, we
Oh yeah.
found out that was PC footage that
That
they
was
were
yeah
showing.
PC footage. And I was like, I was like, this looks too good.
Yeah, so
Like, when I,
Metro on Xbox is probably not gonna be 4K. It's gonna be upscaled 4K at 30. Like, come on now, Microsoft. They need to stop doing that. Like, I'm pretty sure that dude who was playing at the Ubisoft thing on the demo was playing on a PC.
what was that other game that they showed that looked really good? Oh, we forgot to talk about Wolfenstein. I think.
Oh yeah, I did mention that they showed it off during Bethesda's conference. I feel like that was the only cool thing about the conference.
And yeah, that was
The
pretty
trailer
cool.
for Quake Champions was too cringy.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I guess that's really it. Like, I guess I would just give E3 as a whole, like maybe like I don't know, probably around the same thing as you, like C minus or something like that. Like
Trash.
it wasn't great. E3 is just getting worse every year, and it's sad.
Yeah, it's crazy for me to say Ubisoft might have won. It's like it's just a might though, because Nintendo still did pretty decent job. I just hate how their conference was only like 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was
and,
super short.
and they didn't show that much. It was like if they had gone on for like an hour or something, I probably would feel more like Nintendo won. Because in my heart, for the past like 3 E3s, I felt like Nintendo's won.
Yeah,
Except, actually, I don't remember who I felt won during the 2014 one when Sony and Microsoft revealed their consoles, but like, I don't know. Like, I'm usually looking forward to Nintendo's the most, even though if anyone's been on my channel, you see I criticize them a lot. But I'm actually about to make a Nintendo dedicated channel soon because I don't want to see those copyright notices all over my channel.
right.
But
And surprisingly, they didn't. I thought they were gonna show Smash Switch, but they didn't.
yeah, thank God.
Which is good for me, so I'm not trying to buy the game again for a third time. I'm not trying to unlock the characters for a third time. I'm definitely not trying to switch from playing on the GameCube controller
To play on a Pro Controller, a
to play on a Pro.
Joy-Con.
I'm not trying to do that, dude. Like, I've already said it before. I'm not sure if I said it on this channel, but like, for me to get Smash on the Switch, you need to give me like 6 new characters. You need to compensate for the people that already purchased the game like twice, which
Yeah.
means like allow me to like transfer my save data to the Switch or something like that.
Yeah.
You would also need to like there also needs to be USB so I can plug in my GameCube controller adapter so I can play the game.
Yeah, because I don't think the dock or whatever has. I don't remember if it has USB ports or not.
Yeah, dude. And give me like new stages. Give us some more tournament legal stages, and not just that. Just give us like some new stages in general to like have fun on, for the casuals.
Because you already know, I'm pretty sure a tournament legal stage is not Sakurai's priority.
Yeah, dude. And
He
also
removed
just like
Lilac Cruz.
also what else? And make another balanced pet update.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like balance pad. I feel like freaking Bayonetta's. If they did Bayonetta get nerfed again, I feel like Diddy would get nerfed again.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Bayonetta and Diddy would get nerfed again. Um, who else? I don't.
I feel like he'll touch Donkey Kong.
Yeah, maybe
See
touch
everybody
Donkey
with
Kong.
the pocket when the pocket DKs.
Um, I feel like they might. I feel like they might do something to Cloud again.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe do something to Sonic. But I'm not too sure. But anyway, this isn't about
Smash.
yeah, this isn't about Smash. It's just about E3.
Yeah.
But I think we're pretty much done at this point.
Yeah. So E3 was meh.
Trash.
Like so, like yeah, average equals trash because E3 is supposed to be an amazing thing, not an average thing. If they failed to hype me up, so it's garbage. Anyways, yeah, that's everything. I think Jake passed out on us.
I'm telling you, dude, he was gone.
He fell asleep like 3 or 4 times. We did this late. We didn't want to wait to get this out because, like, I know by a certain time people don't care anymore. Like, people move on so quick, so I felt like we had to get this out by Friday. So after this recording, I'm probably gonna render it and then I'm gonna go to bed while it's rendering.
Right. I guess that is it
Yeah.
for the E3 discussion.
Yep. We are tired as hell.
I am tired.
It is. What time is it for you? It's
Almost
4:30
almost
in the
5 in the
morning.
morning. God, dude.
It's 1:30 for me. Yeah, dude. We're tired. See, Jake passed out like 3 times. Anyways, probably the last time we'll do a podcast this late. But then again, we might do it again for E3 next year. I don't know, unless we decide to skip E3 from it being too disappointing. Like, I feel like eventually we're just gonna get to a point where we're tired of E3 and we're just gonna skip it entirely.
Yeah, just be like, fuck E3. Piece of shit.
It's just not that exciting anymore. God, man. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that's everything. If you want to see more of us, check out the links below. Because I put an upload default finally. It took me the longest, but I finally did it. Got our social media, our individual YouTube channels, and our Twitch channels for the people that have them and stream. So if you want to
Nice.
check us out individually or whatever, check out the description. But anyways, KD360. Jake's a scrub.
And let's go. And I'm a member. It's kind of tired. I'm gonna die
See you later.
later.